What's up guys, and welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a video that is completely and totally inspired by Samantha Ravndal. She did a video not too long ago titled Full Face of Products I Bought But Never Used, and I love that video. I love the concept, so I really wanted to do my own little version of that video today. I feel like I am really compulsive when it comes to shopping, especially when it comes to shopping for luxurious makeup, because it's almost like I want to rip the band-aid off really quickly. Like, I will just buy it without really thinking too deeply about it, and then once I get it home, I'm like, why did I spend all that money on a banana powder from Tom Ford? That's a little sneak peek. I'm gonna be going through everything, giving you guys my reasonings as to why I don't use these products anymore, and I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. Don't forget to let me know all of your thoughts down below. Let me know if there are any products that you have bought throughout the years that you also don't really use so much anymore. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video, and of course subscribe if you wanna join the fam. And without further ado, let's get started. So I'm first gonna start off with the product that I showed in the intro of today's video, and that is this banana powder from Tom Ford. So this is called the Illuminating Powder in 01 Translucent, which is confusing because this is not translucent at all. This is clearly a light yellow shade. So when you put it on your face, it obviously has that like light yellow undertone to it. It's not like see-through like a translucent powder normally is supposed to be. So I don't really like banana powder. This is something that I've discovered throughout the years of applying my makeup. Do you guys remember like when banana powders were the shit back in the day, especially on Instagram? Like, you would just see people piling on that yellow powder underneath their eyes, and you know, being somebody who would consume those videos on the daily, I got really sucked into that. And even though I feel like I probably knew better as a trained makeup artist, I still used banana powder underneath my eyes and always wondered why it didn't brighten up my under eyes like it was meant to. And that's because banana powder isn't really meant for like everybody's skin tone. If you want to brighten up underneath your eyes and you have a fair skin tone, using banana powder isn't really gonna do much. Banana powder is way more meant for people with more of a medium or deeper skin tone if you want to brighten. Besides that, the powder is nice. It's not a bad product, do not get me wrong. Like, it's a very, very smooth consistency. And I just feel like I have so many other powders in my collection that I will reach for over this product any day. I typically reach for other powders that I have in my collection that I feel like really smooth out my under eyes and brighten them really nicely without leaving a yellow cast. I did use it quite a bit when I first bought it because I felt so guilty for buying this, but after getting over that guilt, I just have not really reached for this product since. Moving on to a product from Eumura. This is called the Pore Eraser CC Under Base Mousse in beige. You know the aisle of death in Sephora when you are standing in line to get to the cash? You have all the cute little minis that are basically just calling to you, asking to be bought because they're just so freaking cute. This is where this product was living. It was a very last minute and compulsive decision. I just threw it in my little cart and I bought it because I thought it looked really cute. It's a really cool concept, honestly. It's a primer that's a mousse, so I mean, that's cool. You want that to be able to work like super well, right? Now I have nowhere to put this. What am I supposed to do with this right now? So I mean, just the combination of this being a cool product, the fact that it was a mini and it was in the aisle of death, I had no choice. I had to get it. I had never heard anybody talk about this, and normally if I am gonna pick up a more expensive product that I haven't heard anybody talk about, I will do a quick little review search on the Sephora app, and if I were to have done that, I would have seen that this got really, really bad reviews and I wouldn't have bought it, but I did not do that, which was my biggest mistake in this whole experience. It really just did not mesh with any foundation that I used with it, and it just broke up on my skin. It would literally look like there were little tiny holes on my face. It just did not give me a really good look. I think literally the only reason why I have this in my collection is just in case I were to do a video like this talking about products that I don't really like. So now that it has completely served its purpose, I will probably be getting rid of this one. So next up, I have these eyeshadow duos that I keep on buying and I never, ever, ever use. So these little eyeshadow duos basically have two parts to them. There is the cream eyeshadow on top and then a loose eyeshadow on the bottom that you're supposed to layer on top of the cream. So it's sort of like a two-parter. I have a few from Dose of Colors. I've got a few from the Estee Edit. This brand actually does not exist anymore, but I still brought it out anyway. And then of course I also have some from Tom Ford. Now, It's really funny because I know that I don't use these because I've had these in my collection for such a long time and I just never really reach for them. I think really for the sole fact that I'm just a little bit too lazy to use this product because it does require extra steps in order to apply it. Like you have to apply the cream product, which you normally have to do with like a synthetic brush, so that means getting a new brush, and then the loose pigment on the bottom. Even though I love the effect of the loose pigments, they're so intense and just like really, really beautiful. They're so messy to apply, and especially if I already apply my foundation, the last thing I want is like a ton of loose eyeshadow fallout all over my face. So that's basically the main reason why I don't really reach for these that much. Even though I knew all of this, I still bought this Tom Ford one, which is so pricey, you guys. And I bought this, I think I was with Samantha, and I know Samantha really, really loves this product. She uses it all the time. And even though it's like really, really beautiful, and when I do use it, I'm like, oh my God, why don't I use this more often? I just don't reach for it just because I have so many other eyeshadows that are way more convenient for me to use. That's really all that it comes down to. The Tom Ford ones are a little bit different. They're not like a cream and a loose powder. They are instead a cream eyeshadow, which is in the base, and the top part is a pressed eyeshadow. And the pressed eyeshadow is really pretty because it's a little bit more like a topper. So when you apply it on your lid, it sort of just gives like a really pretty, like sheer sparkly effect. They're gorgeous. And now that I'm talking about it, it makes me want to put it in my everyday vanity so that I will actually try and use it. And I just want to show you guys something that I discovered. The Estee Edit packaging and the Tom Ford packaging is literally completely identical. They have the exact same components, and the Tom Ford one is probably quadruple the price. So next up, I have the Urban Decay Electric Palette, but I keep it in my collection declutter through declutter through declutter because I feel like if I ever want a neon pink or a neon blue or a neon orange, then this is definitely the palette that I'm gonna go to. If you want a bright color that's gonna give you a ton of impact, the electric palette will 100% give you that impact that you're looking for. I mean, just look at this like neon green. It's insane, especially for neons, because neons are very, very difficult to formulate. It's hard to find a good bright color that actually shows up as it does in the pan, and the electric palette really does do that. But I mean, you guys know the type of makeup that I wear. I wear pretty much neutral browns. What I'm wearing on my eyes right now, this like yellowish shade, is probably as bright as I go on like an everyday basis. So this is really not a palette that I reach for really ever unless I am doing a very specific look. But even then, I don't remember the last time I've taken out this palette and used it, which is such a shame because the colors in here really are so gorgeous. And even though I don't use this product, I am still going to keep this in my collection for probably a really long time. I still think that there will be a day that I'm going to need all of these really bright neon shades, and if I don't have it, then I'm totally gonna regret like getting rid of it. So next up, I have this little cream highlighter from Ilia. This is in the shade Polka Dots and Moonbeams. I remember so vividly purchasing this product off of Beautylish because I had really wanted to find some new products that I hadn't really heard that many people talk about, because it is always my goal to find underrated products that not a ton of people talk about and then introduce them to you guys. So it's a pretty little like vanilla cream highlighter. This is what it looks like. I think the reason why this is just not a product that I really reach for is because it really doesn't do much. You can see that it doesn't even really give that much of a glow. Now, I am all for a very, very natural highlighter. That is what I prefer. I love creams for that reason, but this is so natural that it does not even look like it's there. If I want like a really, really natural looking highlighter, I will go towards something that, you know, still gives my cheeks a little bit of like a glossy sheen, like my Glossier Halo Scope or even the RMS Beauty Living Luminizer or the Nude Sticks Nudies. Those all do that. You see like the highlighter that I'm wearing today, this is the Nude Sticks Hey Honey highlighter. It makes it look like I'm just sweating, and I am a little bit right now because it's so hot in here. It still gives me that very intentional glow over here. This, however, just doesn't at all. So this next product is from Kevyn Aucoin. This is the Neo-Limelight Ibiza Iridescent Glow Highlighter. Now, when I bought this, I was more so impressed with how this product looked, and that's really what drew me into it. I just thought it was so beautiful because at that time I never really seen an ombre highlighter, and I thought it was also really cool because I imagined getting a lot of different like highlight looks with this palette, because you have like this nice pinky vanilla shade at the beginning and then it sort of fades gradually to more of a purple. The Kevyn Aucoin highlighters are some of my favorite highlighters. Celestial is like, at the top of my list as one of my all-time favorite highlighters. So because of that, I just imagine this to be so amazing. There was a point in time where I did use this product quite a bit, especially this section right over here, but literally only this little quadrant right here. I never put my brush anywhere towards like the middle or the end, because if I were to use any of the product in the rest of the compact, it would just be way too lilac and purple, and it just wasn't very flattering on top of my cheekbones. I don't really like highlighters that have a color shift to them. I have so many other highlighters in my collection that I love, that work perfectly for my skin tone, and that I don't have to be like super careful that I don't like, you know, go a little bit too much to the right so that I pick up too much of the purple shade, you know what I mean? So that's sort of why I stopped using this product. And because this is such like a cool tone lilac shade, even using this as like a cheek blush topper, which is what I typically do if I feel like a highlighter is a little bit too pink, I will just put it on the apples of my cheeks and it gives such a pretty effect, but even that didn't work. All right guys, so the very last product I want to talk about is actually quite a new one. This is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. Now I bought this because everybody on YouTube was hyping this stuff up. Like, I could not watch a video without somebody talking about this product. It makes you feel left out. It makes you feel like you have to try the product, and I don't know why I do this to myself, because I know that products like these just do not work for my skin type. I have a very, very dry and textured skin type, and I really do not normally like any smoothing or pore filling primers. They just never really jive well with my skin. Oftentimes they will like pill and make my skin just look drier, and this is exactly that. This is supposed to smooth out your skin, fill in pores, do all of that, and it just doesn't work for me. So this is what it looks like in my collection right now. It just has a little scoop out of there. I think I'm gonna give this away probably to a friend because it is so new and I barely even touched it. All right guys, so that's actually it. Those are all the products that I have bought but really never used. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining and even a little bit helpful. Don't forget to let me know all of your thoughts down below. Let me know if there are any products that you have bought that you really never used. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up too, and subscribe if you want to join the fam. So that's it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.